there, I'm Artistic Gamer 7 and I'm here with another Create a Sim in the Flower series. This is the last one I have recorded before going on vacation. I did get a suggestion on the last video to create a dandelion, so I'm definitely going to be doing that one since I was still taking requests. As of this video, I'm no longer taking requests for different flower sims or plant sims in general. Just I might bring the series back later on, but for now I'm not going to be doing the series. I might find another cast thing to do, so if you have any suggestions for me to do, like maybe a little mini cast series to do or something like that, leave those down in the comments below. But in this particular one, I am doing a Cerinthe. I think I'm saying that right. I could be totally mispronouncing it. I've asked people several times how to pronounce this flower, and so many people have told me different things. So I'm going to call it Cerinthe, but it's a flower that I really wish that we sold in the greenhouses, and I've tried to convince them to sell this flower. And we'll get the seeds and grow it and then be able to try to make cuttings and stuff off of it. But so far it hasn't worked. But the pictures and stuff, if you look up this flower, it is absolutely beautiful. And the reason why I gave her the last name Bell, it's not called a Cerinthe Bell, but the little flower almost looks like a bell hanging down at the end. So that's the reason why I chose that to be her last name. But the plant itself is not really fully a true green. It's like a bluish green. And then when it starts getting up into the actual, where the flower's at, it starts turning into more of a deeper and deeper blue. And then finally at the end it turns into this really pretty purple. And it's like constantly from the, like, where the plant comes down all the way to the bloom, it's sort of slowly easing into the next color. And it is absolutely so pretty. But, basically, it is considered more, like, native-wise, it's more of a Mediterranean plant, but it does like its sun quite a bit. It is more of, like, a little, not necessarily a bush. It is not that big, but it mounds up more like a bush type, but it's smaller. And, I can't remember off the top of my head how much it spreads or how tall it gets. It's not, like, really tall or anything like that. It is more on the short side. But, sort of as I was creating this sim, I sort of got the impression that maybe she is, like, more of the, because the way this flower looks, it just makes me think of artsy and creative and beauty all at the same time, but it's definitely different compared to a lot of other flowers. So I imagine this sim would definitely be a very cutesy, beautiful type sim, but she would have her little quirks here and there, and maybe, you know, she wasn't like a popular sim, but as she's gotten older and her looks have matured, but she's still got this beautiful, cute flawlessness to her, that it's sort of like the unpopular kid turns out to be absolutely beautiful and stuff, and the popular girls are jealous of her and the popular guys want her. So basically along those lines, and honestly I've sort of, as time has went on with these flower sims, I've sort of created this little world in my head that they live in, and like how they would act, who they would be friends with. And her in particular, I've decided sort of, like with Petunia, she's sort of like the head honcho of the popular girls, and that Petunia doesn't like her as they get older because now everyone thinks she's absolutely beautiful and wants to be friends with her, and Petunia doesn't like that. So, that's, I've sort of got this whole thing going on, but, you know, oh well. But, I definitely maybe have plans to do something with them, be keeping an eye out for a video. I was gonna try to get it out before vacation, but as of right now, I'm actually editing, like, a bunch of videos, this one included, all in one night. So it's not looking like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna prioritize editing over recording any more videos so that I can at least have one video out a day, or like 2 videos every other day, something along those lines. So it probably won't be out until I get back from vacation, which is on the 15th. So just keep that in mind, but be looking for a video that I will go in depth about some of my plans I might have for the flower sims, because I really like them, and like I said, I've created stories for them. But, anyway, back to the sim. Actually, this particular shirt right now, I did not know had an Eevee on the back of it, and I was like, what? So, just a little side note, that's why I was sort of looking at it, and I was like, maybe it's just this particular color, but no, it's literally the whole entire shirt. Actually, has Eevee on it. But anyway, with her, I was definitely trying to bring some more blues in. Her eyes is a very true, pretty blue compared to the plant's blue, and her hair is a pretty close color of the purple that is on it. But I was trying to bring more blue in because overall there is more blue in the flower than there is purple. And I definitely didn't want to have her too thick layered of clothes. Like I mentioned, it is more of a full sun type plant. It does like to be outside and in the sun. And it usually, a lot of people use them at like corners of beddings and things like that because, like I said, they don't get like too big. So you can't put them behind something like big and bushy, but they do sort of mound like a bush. But the skirt that I gave her, like, I originally was trying to get mostly blues without doing a dress, but I absolutely love the skirt. At least it has flowers, but it has all these different purples and blues, which I thought was great for a sim who has purples and blues. Well, like a flower that has purples and blues. But when it came to her shoes, I wanted to sort of give her heels, but not like, more like cutesy heels is what I was going for, basically. So I was looking more at the wedges and some of the other heels. I did decide on these particular wedges because I thought the color fit really well. I did try to get the blue, but I was like, well, maybe her clothes is signifying the blue turning into the purple, and the shirt is all blue, while the skirt has blues and purples, and then her shoes is all purple. So I did try to put tights on her at first because I thought maybe since I was going for more of the cutesy route, maybe she's someone who, even though it's hot outside, she would still maybe try to cover up a little bit. And I did try to get some of those greeny blue tints since like the stem of the plant is a greeny blue, but I decided at the end I didn't like how it did. But I do really love how she turned out. I love how she turned out. And I hope you do too. If so, please hit that lovely like button and subscribe to see future Create a Sim episodes. Like I said, there is one other one I'm doing that was suggested in the last one, but as of this video, I'm not taking suggestions anymore. I will have all of the Sims 4 playlists and my social medias down in the description below, so you can go check those out. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and all that goodness, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!